All right. Hello, hello. How's everybody? Welcome to a new live stream. I want to make sure that you guys can hear me properly, that you guys can hear what I'm saying, that everything is fine. Hello, hello. Say hi to me. Let's see where's my pencil. Hello, hello. Hello. Can you guys hear me? Okay. Yeah, I just want to make sure of that. So before I start these sessions, this is the first time I do this, and I'm doing this on my iPad Pro. So I'm gonna give some time for you guys to get some of your pencils, your sketchbook if you guys want, and we're gonna be doing 5 minutes, 5-minute drawings, like using photos and reference, so you guys can draw with me together. And as I explain, as I draw, I'll be explaining, and I'm using 5 minutes because it's a good time. Even if it takes you a while, 5 minutes is a good amount of time for us to start drawing. And the reason that I wanted to do this one here is just to test, to see if you guys can wanna like enjoy this, or you guys wanna have some fun as well as I do this. I haven't done any drawing today. It's like zero. So we're gonna be doing different poses. Some of them are gonna be a little bit like easy. They're gonna be ranging from easy to like hard. So don't be hard on yourself. We're gonna be start drawing. I'm gonna be doing a lot of like start with some gestures, and as we go, I'm gonna start explaining a little bit of what I do, and also you guys can start like warming up. Even if the drawing haven't started yet, you guys can like start like doing some lines on your book to get used to the pencil, the feeling of the pencil. It's hard to just to jump at once to the drawing if we haven't even like done a few lines, just to get used to the material, right? So you guys can do a sketchbook. You can draw in whatever thing you want, guys. You can draw on paper, on pencil, with the pencil. You can draw on your iPad. I myself am using the iPad Pro because it's easy. I mean, it's easy to do all this stuff right now. I don't have the setup for this, but this is what I want to try to do this live drawing with the iPad Pro. I have done plenty of sessions like that with the iPad Pro, live drawing sessions, so I'm kind of used to it. As for the Discord, I don't have a Discord for like public. My Discord is only for Patreon, so if you go to like Patreon, you can join, and the Discord server is going to be given to you. And there you can add images and your drawings and everything, so people will critique and help you out. Just remember that this Patreon has like a very spicy work, so if you get in there, just remember that. So if you guys, this is gonna be the range, and the images are gonna be random, okay? And every 5 minutes, a new image will come up, okay? So just make sure that you have everything ready. So when I do press play, I'm gonna start like explaining a little bit of what I do, okay? I'm also gonna pause, and then we can have it like chill for today, and probably gonna be like an hour and a half, 2 hour session, and so you guys can like, you know, have time. You can actually come back to this session because it's gonna be like recorded on my YouTube channel. So if you wanna like complete the drawing, if you guys wanna like go back to see what the explanation that I said. So basically this is a free class, right guys? This is a free class. Free. Gratis. Una clase gratis, chico. Free. Free for you and me. So thank you, Holden, for helping me out, dude. Holden is always on the strings and stuff, so it's always helpful. Okay. So remember, just 5 minutes. And as I draw this, I'm gonna be explaining as I go. Sometimes I might go quiet because I'm also drawing with you guys, so we don't need to be talking all the time. But it's gonna be fun, and I picked some good images, and hopefully this is gonna work well. And if it goes well, we're gonna be probably doing more of these, or I'll see where it goes. Actually, I don't know where it's gonna go this, but I just wanted to try, so I am happy that you guys want to like do this together. And if something technical happens, well, this is what I'm learning. This is my second session where I'm doing streaming with an iPad, so you guys make sure that your iPad is charged and everything is running smoothly. And yeah, so I'm gonna make a new layer, and I'm gonna start. Sometimes the background color, we can change it to a little bit, something a little bit more darker, like white is good, but sometimes it's too bright to me. And the good thing about the iPad is that we can change the color, right? We can change to like a different kind of color pencil, so it doesn't have to be black all the time. I like to have a little bit of a blue tone there. It's nice, you know? It's good to have that. At least I like it like that, because it's good, because sometimes we want to draw like red or change the color. So that's the good thing about this. And so black and white is okay. So it's however you guys want. You can do whatever. My canvas size is like 3000 pixels. 3000. It's like 3500 like wide. And then I don't know, for whatever it is, this like, I don't know, I think like 2800. And it's like 150 dpi. So basically this is like what I have here. I also have to make sure that everything that I draw here is showing in the screen. So this is like what my iPad will take, and it's fine, you know, pixels and pixel. You guys, you can use a measurement like a letter size. Letter size is good, or like, well, letter is too, I don't like letter, probably like legal size. And for Europe it will be like A4 or something like that. A4 is a good size too, or you can go to A3 for like more space. Okay. And these brushes are on my website. If you are wondering about what are the brushes that I'm using and all of that, it's on my website. Okay. So yeah, let's start with the first pose. Are you guys ready? And it's gonna change. When it changes, I could stop it or go for the next one. So there's gonna be some girls, there's gonna be some guys, there's gonna be some action poses. So yeah, let's get started, no? So it's gonna be 5 minutes, and let's see how it goes. So let's start with this one. This one I pick it up, and it's kind of intense, but it's okay, guys. Just sketch, and just take some time to look at the picture, you know, before like just jumping into drawing. I like to look at the picture, like see some of the lines, that the gesture of it, and some of the lines that like are happening here for the gesture of this drawing. So gesture is more like this curve to me, and it has that kind of like an arrow kind of shooting, very kind of like strong pose, right? So I will go for like a gesture like this for my drawing. you know, look for the placement of the head and the shape of the body and the legs, like a very like stick figure, right? So that's what I will worry first to get the gesture, especially with these poses. Notice how close the hand is to the head, and then how the body is like stretching. Also the hand and all of this. So this information for me is good enough. I also like to pay attention to the shorts, how they wrap around in the figure, and how, like, you know, like how the body is placed. So once I have this, I break down into very simple like gesture. This is what I have here, right? And yeah, this is good. Maybe like I like to add a line for the shoes, like where is the direction of the shoes, like the base of the shoes, right? So then we have like a better idea of the angle. So I think about those things, right? And also the hand. The hand is just a little bit like this. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna lower the opacity for you guys. Maybe like start with like a very like loose sketch, or you can like tone it down a little bit, and then you add then you can start drawing. And you can start drawing. I like to draw, you know, I'm gonna do it this loosely. If it doesn't work, if it doesn't look good, it's okay. I like to draw and think about the form, you know, the form of the t-shirt helps me to think about the strokes and how they are like turning around in the figure, right? Like the shirt is really helpful to start thinking about that, especially because she has clothes. And then I like to start like giving some kind of like volume to the limbs, then the legs. Don't forget that we're looking from the top, right? So you're looking from the top of the, well, from the bottom. No, sorry. We're looking from above, right? So all the shapes from the costume, all this costume that we have, we can use it as a guide for what we have. So I wouldn't worry too much about details and stuff like that. It's not that, like, worry about the details and how it should look. As long as the drawing feels like solid, then we can start adding things. This pose, because it's random, may be a little bit hard for you guys, but I mean, that's the challenge, right? And it's okay. Sometimes not always, most always I will say, the first drawings that I do are not that great. Like, I'm not warm up, and I'm kind of like not ready yet there. But this is the thing. This is the nature of this. You know, we have to kind of like forget that we're not looking for a perfect drawing, but we're looking for, like, you know, get some information. Sometimes I don't even like, you know, do the face completely. And the last thing I want to add is the hand, right? I want to have the hand here. I think about the palm of the hand and how it's open, right? It's open, like ready to hit, ready to slap you in the face, right? And yeah, and then we have all the protection gear that this character has, right? This character has like a protection gear that we can also draw. That helps us to give some kind of like round feeling, three-dimensional sense to the drawing, right? And then the face, you know, the face is gonna be hard because of the angle, but it's okay. I mean, we're just starting 5 minutes. And I like to add the hair. Feel free to add like some motion to the hair if you guys want to. Also remember that this is just a warm-up, and it could be frustrating. I know, could be frustrating. This pose is kind of hard. Well, 5 minutes passed, so I'm gonna move to the next one. You see, I didn't even finish the drawing, right? So I'm gonna delete this one and I'm gonna start a new one. And I like to think about the shape of the body, you know, the shape of the body, like how everything is like a big shape, right? So I think about the head that is here, especially this one, because there's not like a proper like a gesture that is there. There is a gesture, but it's not like as easy as an athlete. So I want to, you know, start like, I think about like this shape that is like as a rectangle, right? And I think about like direction of the limbs. Think about the pelvis here, and I don't think about the folds or anything. Just kind of like drawing around, trying to figure out where the knees are and where the feet are and where the other feet is, you know. Also the size of the jacket and all of this. Also the shoulder is like covering the face, the head. Notice the ear on top of the shoulder. The face, the angle of the face there. So we are looking from this level, like this level. Like the horizon is lower. And yeah, this is like what I kind of like want. And the relationship of the shoulders. Sometimes we can go and just draw and try to like figure out the silhouette of our drawing. You know, the silhouette of the drawing will help us to sometimes, instead of thinking about the internals like limbs and all that, we can focus on the silhouette that we have. And sometimes we can solve really complicated drawings by having a silhouette that is kind of telling us what is going on, right? Something like this, I think this works. We can add more details or more like you know, drawing the shape of the jacket and the folds a little bit. The angle of the hand is pointing this way, you know. Then there's some clothes. We can go closer to the face. And if this is a little bit hard, you guys, we can always go back again and draw this again, you know. And that's one of the things that is beneficial if we can, especially if we have photos and reference, is that we can draw this again a couple of times until we kind of understand what's going on. So even if at the beginning we cannot get it right, we can draw a couple of times. Like I've learned a lot just doing that, like going to live drawings, and then from the live drawings I will try to draw what I did again and again, and like by the third time that we're like thinking about like what I drew, no, like the third time I'm like, okay, I feel like I'm more prepared. Changing the angle of the face, it's good to do that too. And yeah, draw the same thing a couple of times. I have done that so many times. So the first one, it's okay. I like to do this under drawing in digital, and then when I can like start like adding some more like lines of the rest of the information and trying to like understand what's going on. This one overall is a more difficult one. It's a difficult one, and maybe I won't be able to finish it, but it's fine. This is just part of the process, and it's okay. It's okay if we don't have enough time to complete it, but as long as we analyze what we're doing, then it's gonna get easier as we go. So don't be discouraged, but at least you can see how I kind of like tackle this little by little, right? I'm pretty sure that later I'm gonna have like more flowy lines and more fun with the drawings, right? But there's always that kind of struggle at the beginning that is like, oh man, I'm just kind of rusty and my drawing is not coming great. So I don't think about that. I don't start thinking about it. I just start thinking about like, well, what I'm drawing, what is the shade? Does it make sense? Maybe you wanna like do some lines like here to like feel of that jacket shape a little bit, you know, separate that. And the shoes, and those shoes are nice. I would like to draw the shoes, but well, I run out of time. And let's go to the next one. And the next one is pretty easy. I think it's very straightforward pose, and this is more like what we should be starting with. Yeah, my selection was a little bit too random, and some of the poses that came first are kind of hard, so I apologize for that. But this one is kind of easier to do, you know. I'm more used to draw like a standing figure. Now I draw the torso. I like to draw the legs in there. draw the legs. It's good to also draw the standing leg, the weight. People are standing in one of the legs, right? The weight of the body is in one leg. So if you get that straight there, then you start getting that kind of shape. The belly, the hand, and then I like to draw a line here to find the other knee. And then I like to draw another. I see the photo and I see, well, one ankle is down here. One ankle is down here. I need to find the other one. It seems like it's a little bit higher. And then I draw the rest of the leg here. And I think about the orientation of the feet. Orientation of the other one. Try to draw the shape. Right? You can also draw the design on her clothes there. And here probably I drew this a little bit too small, so I'm gonna make them bigger. Right? And then the hair. Right? And part of the body. I like to think about the silhouette too. Like I have some construction, but also some silhouette. Maybe we need to increase the area. Maybe the legs are like shorter, so I want to scale that free form and go all the way down. Let me see if I can like rotate this vertically. It might be better for me to do the drawing like that. Oops. This drawing here. Transform, uniform, and then we rotate. Okay. Well, these are the things that happen, and even when we are doing live drawing for real, like in a classroom, this stuff happens too. You know, you're like drawing and like, oh man, I'm doing digital, like I need to make this bigger, and the time is running out. Maybe my time runs out, and like, oh shit, right? But the important thing is to have like most of the information down. Yeah, the more you do this, like, you can also like later like transform it into whatever thing you want. You can make a nice drawing, but this is just to like get used to this pose because it's very natural and it's fun to do, no? Then later you can like reduce this. If I was doing this traditionally, I will probably I'll probably like use a soft eraser and then erase the rest of the drawing. You know, like I did here, like make it a little bit lighter, and then that will help. Also remember the clothes, whatever she's wearing, it always helps to tell about the form, helps to describe the form, right? So that's good too. And also we can like make some changes, maybe make the booty a little bit bigger, more rounded. Think about the shape of the head, right? The hair is very like nice, so I like to probably incorporate that on my drawing. And the hand, and that's it. The drawing is done. I probably will come back to this later, but I'm warming up. It's just 5 minutes. Sometimes it's not enough time, right? So I'm gonna go to the next drawing, which is this dude, and this one is like from the lower point, right? We're looking from down, from the ground. The ground is around down there, right? So for this one, I like to focus on the energy that this guy has, right? Like there's like probably mark where the head is, maybe the tilt of the head, and then think about the main mass of the body, and then we can start drawing the arm going down to the floor. Maybe make a mark to know where is the elbow, and then the hand touching the ground, And then now we know that this, what we have here, is gonna help us measure the rest, right? I say, oh, where are the shorts? Probably around here if you see the biceps, right? And then where's the other arm? Like probably here. Maybe like make a mark for the fist. Draw the underwear, whatever he's using there, and then the leg. Think about also the drawing like a triangle to figure out where the feet are, right? Sometimes we can tend to draw the feet like really close to the same distance here, and that will make our line flat. So if we like draw a little line here just to make sure that we are drawing the feet is behind, and also the knee is behind, then we're gonna have a nice, it will make sense, right? It will make more sense for us once you lay down and you put on the page the things you need to do. Like if you notice, I'm not like drawing details or anything, but I'm trying to like make sure that the proportions are right. Proportions are right. If you start adding details and stuff, then you will realize like maybe your proportions are off. So maybe that's the thing that you want to like practice, right? I want to practice more about my practice a little bit more of my proportions, right? People have a lot of problems with proportions. I even sometimes have problems with proportions. Like I make my arms a little bit shorter than I should, but I think it's fine. But then after like a while, like, oh, actually kind of shorter, like, you know. So having that way of measure is like relationship. Like how much of this hair is showing, like how much of what is the size of this arm here, you know, what is the size of the leg too, you know. And once we have these like broken down to like the whole shape, then it's easy. And this is the easy part, you know. I will add the ears, and then try to establish where the face is. Try to like mold it a little bit better. Try to put maybe the eyes there, some marks for the eyes, and then the mouth, you know. And then later on we can go for like more detail, more like anatomical, like way of drawing this dude, right? And also it's the first male drawing of the day, so you have to change your mind a little bit. Like you have to think about more structure than just curvy lines, right? Don't forget to use the short as a guide to let you see how rounded the limbs are. We got a knee, and then we got the boots. Boots are fun to draw, so I like to maybe like exaggerate a little bit, right? Then we can add some kind of like masses here for some of the anatomy, maybe the chest, and you know, maybe the head is more like an egg, so maybe we need to like retouch that. Maybe we need to retouch some of the anatomy and all of that. But then I can just go and then, you know, lower the opacity and then try to do another pass on top of it if we can. As for the brushes, you can go to my website, and my website you can find the Procreate brushes that I'm using right now for sketching. These are my favorite brushes, and yeah, I have them on my website. You guys can get them there. You know, we can like go ahead and do some more, like add some more of the anatomy, but as soon as we have the shape of the body, then it will be like easier to add the rest. One thing is like always think about three-dimensionality, no? Think about like I always thinking about the circle, about the shape that it has, and well, that guy is gone. You know. So I'm gonna go and then do another one, and then the more we go, probably I can start like adding like less lines, less construction, and I can just focus on having fun, right? I like to, for this pose, I like to start with the back, figure out where the rib cage is, and then the torso, and then the hips, right? Always keeping the center line that goes through the body, so we have an idea of how of the perspective of the body, right? We can think about the shapes and think about the overall anatomy. Don't look for the perfect drawing, guys. Don't look for the perfect drawing there. Like, if it's a little bit strange, it's okay. That's a part of this exercise. This is not for creating beautiful drawings. This is just to get yourself used to. Maybe you're gonna start your day and you wanna like sketch, and then you wanna warm up. You wanna like have some warming up. So it's always good to do this. And probably I will do this anyway if you guys were not like here. I like the hand. Probably I like the hand the most for this pose, and I want to try to like have that sense of the hand. And it's always about, you know, having drawing some marks on the page, like some marks for the thumb. Like if I'm gonna do the fingers, I like to maybe make a mark here so I know that that's where the index finger goes. And then I look at the other fingers. Maybe one is here, maybe one is here, maybe one is here, right? Just one like a line, and that will help us to give us that shape that we need. But that's at this level, right? This is at this level of the drawing. Don't forget the other side. More straight. Look for that elbow there, and then the hand. Right? We can also use the silhouette of this person and try to redefine the drawing, thinking about the silhouette of what we see. The lines, look where the lines of the suit costume she's using goes, right? The hair also. We can add, you can see the accessories always help you to give more three-dimensionality to the drawing. It helps us to figure out where is the direction where things are going, right? And yeah, that would be my drawing actually. Probably add the triangle there. Maybe you want to like add a little bit of shade to your drawing here, so you have some values laid down. And yeah, this drawing is a little bit easier compared to the other ones, you know. And then yeah, we can go and probably like redefine the silhouette again. It's always good. It's always good. If we do a straight lines, we can figure out the silhouette, figure out the hands. So silhouette is very important. Also construction is important, but silhouette will also help us to see like what is this triangle shape here inside the arm. What is how high is the arm compared to the head? The breast might be like too high, so I'm gonna do a little bit lower. No. So this is good. This is good for what we have here. Maybe some lines for the clothes. It's hard to see it, but you can see there are some folds on the part that is like how do you call that? The part that is being compressed, right? Oh yeah, man, thanks for getting the magnets. Thank you for getting the magnets from the store. Today I did a launch of new products, so I've been having a lot of sales, so I'm thankful for that. So thank you guys for getting all the good stuff. And even if you finish the drawing, sometimes happens when you get a really long pose and you don't want to have like one drawing. You can just draw it again. Like I draw it again, and it's like, well, I already did this, I already analyzed this. Maybe I can go faster. Maybe I can just do that, right? Oh, well, not enough time. Move to the next one, right? So we go to the next one. And this one is going to be a little bit of a challenge. But we just figure out the placements, right? Placement of the body. So we're going to start with the face, right? This side with the head, sorry. With the head and the pony there and the ponytail that she has. With the neck. And I want to see the center line that goes through the body, right? It has like a little bit of a curvature. I like to know where the shoulders are. Maybe one shoulder is higher, one shoulder is lower. So pay attention to that. One shoulder is higher, one shoulder is lower. So that means that that she's like, if we look at the legs, more the weight of this person is more at the back, right? So probably like around here will be the more of the weight of the character, like to the back. I'm gonna try to make this a little bit smaller so you guys can see. Need more to the back. Don't think too much about the anatomy. Just make sure that the length of the body, the length, the angle of the feet is being added there. Maybe you want to correct something a little bit here with the legs. Make sure that the knee, this knee is a little bit lower, so this is a little bit higher. All of these things you have to pay attention, so that way you can build it more efficiently. You can also add the lines for the swords, so that will help you to find the hand. So this is like how long it is. The hand will be probably here. So sometimes instead of building the arm like this, it's good sometimes maybe like find where that hand is, and then draw and then connect here. You connect here instead of drawing the arm growing like this. You are just finding where the hand is, where is the placement, and then connecting those two lines, right? You connect them and then you build that, and it's more accurate than try to draw the arm as a one thing, you know. I don't know if it's easy, but well, you guys can rewind this later on and see what I'm talking about, right? And yeah, I feel like this is great. Maybe we can use her bikini, whatever she's using, to make sure, like, it helps us to see the shapes, right? To see the shapes and maybe have like an idea of the proportions. So it's very like loose. The feet are there. The orientation is fine. Maybe the head should be looking up, but it's okay. It's okay. It's only 5 minutes. So once we have this, again, we can take the eraser, make it bigger. We can either erase this a little bit, like softly, just a little bit, and then on top of this we can, draw again. Right? So then now you can have a little bit more fun, like drawing the anatomy. You don't have to worry now about the length of the arms or how long they are or anything. Now you can worry about adding that anatomy on top of whatever you built already, right? Obviously, this will require more anatomy knowledge. The more you draw, the more anatomy knowledge you will have to build your drawings, right? Shoulders. Think about the shoulders here, the trapezius muscles, right? That underwear, that bikini she's using, right? Also the hand. So this is a test. Probably next time we can use 10 minutes. I don't know how you guys feeling about that. And usually my drawing sessions are like 3 minutes, and they're really fast. And then I like to go up 5 minutes after the fact, after I warm up. But I'm doing 5 minutes because I know we don't draw at the same speed. Not everybody draws at the same speed. So you guys might need more time to look at the picture, to like, you guys know what I'm talking about. And yeah, you can put some of the eyes there, maybe the expression, she's smiling. As long as you place things on the right spot, then you can move on, right? Anyway, so this is what, so far I went for 5 minutes. So let's do another one. And this one is fun, but very sexy for sure. But this one is fun because we can break down a little bit the gesture, no? The face, and we can see that curve of her torso, and then going up. This is a little bit crazy, no? But challenge, right? Torso, and then we have the straight line that goes here, like for her leg, a little bit forward or more a little to the side because she's balancing there. Right? And then the hand, we can find that torso maybe a little bit bigger there. Right? And something that happened a lot in live drawing is that we tend to draw just the figure, but in this case she's holding into this water thingy here, right? So we can like sketch something just to make sure that we are following kind of like, it makes sense that she's like putting the hand into like this fire hole. Is it fire hose? No, the water thingy there for like the firefighters water. I don't know. So then I think about the shapes of the silhouette, and this one is good because the shape of the silhouette, it has that we have to like draw. We can draw that shape, like this inner shape. This inner shape here we can draw. Also the shape here for the arm. You know, it's like a triangle, but having those shapes there, it helps so much. It helps so much to sell it, right? So we can focus on gesture, and then we can start building some more parts of it as we go, thinking about the silhouette. Okay. Make sure that also this stuff goes all the way to the ground, so it kind of makes sense, man. Don't put it like too short. Make sure it goes all the way to the ground, and then it's there. So it goes all the way down there, right? And maybe you can use the socks she's using here too, just to, you know, make sure that we're drawing parts, and then we're like thinking about how the cloth wraps around the body, how this also wraps, what is the shape of this. So when we're doing light drawing, don't think about, oh, I'm just drawing this, it has clothes, but the clothes, if it's tight clothes, it reveals a lot. It reveals a lot for the three-dimensionality of things, right? What is roughy? I don't know what is roughy. And the face, well, this can take some time, but I think most of the time for girls especially, the face is kind of framed by the hair. So if we find the shape of this, of the face, and then we add the hair, she has really cool hair, so we can try to get some of those lines there to give it some life. You know, put some lines for the face, like smiling, whatever. So this is not the point of these life drawings, right, that we're doing. We're focusing on the body, on breaking down the shapes, and then maybe adding some marks for the face, because then later I can just go and then make it beautiful and make it like, take my time, right? But I wouldn't spend too much time here because I know I have to like move on to the rest and make sure that I'm getting the information before my time's up. Okay? And maybe sometimes this is how far we want to take these drawings, right? Sometimes we don't have to like draw everything perfectly. Like I said, like, we don't have to complete the whole thing. Maybe we can see some things that we're missing, like the shoe, the skates. There's a wheel showing. There's a brake showing here. You know, it's at the back of the head, so maybe more hair here, blocking the shapes. And I'm probably gonna find a better timer for these poses so we can have breaks between the images, because it can be, after a while, it's like a lot, like after one, another. There's sometimes you have to get a break. These images are not from the website. These are from images that I have in my computer and stuff like that. Okay, and I also wanted to include some fun ones, right? Like some figurines, they have like really cool poses. So I also thought about bringing some more wild, more crazy proportions, right? For fun, because it's also good to have fun, man. It's also good to have fun, and we can sketch something like this, like the hips are smaller, but look at the legs, and it's good to like have these drawings of toys like that, because then we know what to draw, right? How is the shape, and where is the knee, because they actually have different colors and everything, right? We can exaggerate a little bit and add some of the shapes. So yeah, you make sure to also have fun with other kind of like figurines or things that are easier to draw, like these robots like these are fun to do, especially these are more feminine. So it's good because you have the joint, you see where these things are gonna be like placed, and also gives you a break from drawing people. There's a point where like I'm tired of drawing people, right? Still people, right? Still like a robot, but it's something different. And then we can have some fun designing and adding some crazy shapes here. So make it fun too, right? Make it fun, have some fun with your drawings. Don't take it too seriously. Have fun, and the more you do, the more you're gonna be like going further, and you're gonna be like getting better at it. I like to draw a line again from the knee to the other knee, also from the ankle to the other ankle, just to keep the same kind of like to keep the proportions right. That's a way to measure, right? Also the ring there, and then we see that where's her feet. I can take some liberties, so I don't have to draw exactly the shapes that I see, the design that I see there, but I can also like, have fun designing a little bit the shapes too. Maybe I exaggerate a little bit more. It's already exaggerated, but maybe I can exaggerate a little bit more. And then the other hand, we can see where the tip of this, I will try to like do this because the perspective of this is more like this, right? We're having this kind of perspective, so it's easy to translate other parts of the drawing to the other side. Well, guys, you're getting a super class here, man. This is like years of practicing and knowledge and stuff for free. So make sure to share this, share the channel, give me some love, go to my shop, send me a message, get some cool stickers, spread the love, tell your friends, tell your friends that I exist, right? Let me have a sip of my drink. I'm tired. Somebody asked me like, if it's good to start at 5 minutes and then going down to 30. I think 30 is too little. 1 minute is fine. 1 minute is fine, but probably 3 minutes is a great time. 3 minutes is a great amount of time to draw. 1 minute is more like trying to like simplify shapes. You're trying to simplify things like that. Simply, I forgot to say this. Simplify. Yeah, simplify. And then 3 is a good time to get the drawing down. Draw gesture. Form. And then 5 minutes you can add more details. But it depends on where are you, like where do you feel you are, no? But I think 3 minutes is good. If you want to start doing fast drawings, don't go to like 1 minute, unless you want to challenge yourself. But start where you think like you can like have the drawing down and you're having fun and you are like challenging yourself, but like crazy, like, oh man, I just did one thing and then it's already over, right? So that this fun drawing is done. So I'm gonna move on to this one, right? This one is cool. Like I like the whole perspective and everything. So I'm gonna start with the head. At least for these ones, it's easier for me to start with the head and then the back of the spine and that leg, the back of the spine, the leg, shoulders. Think about shoulders. Think about these other hands. This goes a little bit further. Goes all the way here. So it's like drawing stick figures, guys, right? So you draw stick figures, but maybe a little bit chunky, so you can do the rest. And then the other hand, goes here, right? The other hand goes a little bit here. I see at the elbow, and I try to see where is the other hand, where is the hand, and where is the other elbow in comparison with the rest of the body. So you got this, and then we have the other leg shooting like this. See, try to see the distance between here and here, and draw the feet. And then now we have that. Shoulders. You can see the head is a little bit higher. If you see the top of the head compared to the rest, it's a little bit higher. Then we have the neck. We have this. We have the ear. So we start adding more information, right, as we go. Information. We just make this a little bit thicker here. And then we add a little bit more shape. We can think about the silhouette instead of like worrying too much about the whole three-dimensionality of it. We can think about, you know, some of the silhouette, right? Some of the silhouette is showing, and silhouette will tell you a lot of the drawing, guys. A lot of the drawing, right? If you get that silhouette there, that corner, and it goes down. Silhouette here, the suit, the hand. The hand is good. Draw the palm of the hand, and then I like to draw the fingers touching the ground, right? And then the thumb is a little bit here at the back. And we can make it later to sure that it actually has some more thickness, right? I think the pants of these dudes are pretty tight, right? So these ones are good for like getting a little bit of dynamic pose. These are good things to practice. Very dynamic, because you can change this. This guy can be Spider-Man, right? You have, as soon if you have the whole structure here down, then you can just redraw this stuff and add the information that you need to make it Spider-Man totally, right? Doesn't have to be this guy with a suit. It could be a Spider-Man, right? Could be like a Spider-Man, and so we had that there. Face, I don't worry too much. Don't worry too much about the face. Maybe you want to make a marker for the eye, maybe for the mouth, maybe the other eye. Don't worry too much about it. We're trying to focus on this first, right? And again, we can take this, move it to the side, probably lower the opacity of this. And this is up to you. Sometimes when I find these poses and I like what I see, then maybe you can, like, you know, start like, oh well, you know what, I'm gonna draw like Spider-Man. I'm gonna have the anatomy and I'm gonna try to make it like cool Spider-Man. I'm not if the image change, I'm probably gonna stop drawing the Spider-Man because I wanna keep going to the rest. But definitely this could be like a Spider-Man kind of dude. At least I'm gonna try to draw the head, right? This is more like a 90s Spider-Man. It's a little bit angry Spider-Man, you know. So you can build on top of the drawing. It could be any character, actually, any character that you want. It could be there. It's just make sure that you are like having the nice silhouette, nice proportion of it, and then things start making more sense. Spider-Man. I don't know what's the costume of the Spider-Man, but anyway, that's just like one example of the things that can be done, right? Once we have these, and sometimes when I do these poses and I don't like, oh well, I just did this, and instead of like throwing away or erasing them, I just like to reduce the size and keep it somewhere there, you know. It's very rough, so if I actually want to like bring it back, I just do that. No, I can bring it back and then draw something on top of it, like I was doing before. But I'm gonna draw another thing here to take usage of the page. And wow, we're having a big audience here, so that's good. So welcome to my channel for those who have never been here, and welcome. I have a lot of videos on my channel. Make sure to subscribe while you can, and yeah, share the love. That means a lot to me. It helps me keep me motivated to come back here, do more of these videos for you guys. So yeah, what do you see here on this drawing? You see the gesture of that strong gesture there. Then I see the other leg. See this. Stick figures, guys. Stick figures, and then the head. Just make sure where you are placing those stick figures, right? The limbs. See where is the placement of the hand. See where's the placement of the elbow, so the shoulder, and then try to shoot those lines so they connect. And then we have the straight line. Also, it's like an arrow, right? Kind of like the first drawing that we did, right? So this should give me like all the information that I need for my drawing. Also the shoes, don't forget the angle of the sole of the shoe, and then this one too here. This is what I see. This is what I see when I look at the photo. I'm not looking at the details. I'm not looking at the little thingies that she has, the whatever shoe, the model she chooses, what she's wearing, or any of that. I just thinking about it, about the whole pose and whole gesture. So good gesture, good drawing. Weak, if you have a weak gesture and a good drawing, you don't get a good drawing, right? So I'm gonna again erase a little bit my layer, because I think I built my gesture here pretty well. Built, it's nice, right? Right. So yeah, like I said before, like okay, we find the parts of her limbs, like with the clothes. Clothes is always helpful because it tells you how things are wrapping around on the figure, right? I like to draw the legs. We have those things there, like I'm gonna try to draw the shape of the figure and first, and then on top of that we can do the shorts and the rest. I think this girl, she's nice, she's a good athlete, but I'm gonna give her a little bit more of a bonbons because it's me, right? So we have this in here, the arms. Also, if your drawing is not looking that good, don't worry about it. Again, it's just part of the process. Don't be hard on yourself. Don't be hard on the drawings that you do. You should be having fun. We are having fun here. So if you keep that spirit of having fun, you will see that after drawing for a long time, you're gonna feel like, oh, I'm having a lot of fun doing all of these drawings. And don't it's not that important. Like the drawings that I did these are for this session, but I don't hold them like dearly, like wow, like I can just delete all these files and I'll be fine. It's not important. It'll be important if I have to do like an illustration for somebody, right? That's when I'll be like, oh man, like I don't want to lose any files. But this stuff here, I have done so many to get the level where I am right now, and I have to keep doing more to keep expanding, because this never ends. But I have done so many, and very bad ones that don't make sense, that kind of ugly, or I tried to understand but I couldn't. So a lot of failures, a lot of drawings that are not the greatest, but still I'm not angry about those. And well, I couldn't have enough time to complete this, so you know, this drawing was okay, not my best one, so I was gonna delete that drawing. It's fine, I can move on, you know. Again, we have another drawing like the second one that we did, and like I explained on that drawing, it's good to think about the silhouette, right? Silhouette, think about the shape that the whole body is doing, shape, the knees, and the shoe. Where is the shoe pointing at? where's the other shoe, right, in relationship to the other one, and where's the hand in relationship with the other shoes. So this relationship that we have here on the ground are really important to get right. It took me a while to understand that concept, but once I did, I was like, okay, now it makes sense. Now I avoid a lot of mistakes because I know where things are or where they should be on the ground. So things are not floating in the air. It's a big mistake, I would say, that we do. I have done it plenty of times. Sometimes there's not enough time, but we don't draw the rest of the floor, right? We don't draw like a little bit of the floor to know where these people are standing. So we ended up with a lot of figures that are floating in the air. It's okay. Not all of them have to, but when a character is sitting like this, I will definitely want to like add some kind of make sense that she's on the ground and not floating. Helps also to create some sense of ground, right? And as you can see, I can start drawing the silhouette of things instead of like drawing the construction that I was doing. That means I'm getting warm up. I'm warming up. I also like to draw clothes like this. It's fun. For me, these are sometimes more fun than just draw the pin-ups, you know. I like to draw this kind of clothing. It's more like curvy lines for like drapery. It's like a different kind of feel. Plus, these clothes are kind of chunky, right, too. So yeah, have drawings of figures, of female figures, of male figures. Have people with clothes. Well, do the nude when you can. But have a variety, you know. Sometimes it's good to have like, sometimes clothes, sometimes baggy clothes. And I usually don't talk this much. When I'm doing my drawings, and I don't talk. Right? So we can put the lips, we can put some marks for the nose, make it cute, put some information down there. The hair is nice, the silhouette of the cap here, the hair. Then we can think about the silhouette of the face, the hand blocking a little bit the jaw. So those are observations that I do. This is what I will be thinking or doing when I'm drawing. I'm just saying them to you as I do it. Right? I put a little bit of the eye looking to the side. If you draw the eyes, also helps to sell this. And later you can make it really pretty, and then add all the cute stuff and the lips and blah, 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 all that stuff. So don't forget what is the aim of your drawing. But if you're already warm up, then you can go ahead and do that. And if you still have some time, like I have some time here, you can see the little details, like something is hanging there, some like folds are here. This is the fold for them. For this in here, there's some tension. There's some tension in the clothing because she's moving her arm forward. There's some folds happening in the forearm there. The pants, some tension too. There's some lines here for the tension of that. Shoes are nice. This is a great photo. It's fun to do. You don't have to worry about all the anatomy and all of that. Well, you have to. But it's fun, chill. That's why I pick it up. And this one just repeated. And so let's see. I have more drawings, but while this one passes, I'm gonna take a break myself, like a quick break, and then we'll come back again. So make sure to stretch. And we will come back in 2 minutes. They said 2 minute break. Well, 3 minute break. Come on, give me some break. I'll be here, but I need to take a break from the drawing. Can be like too much, so I can also read your comments and stretch. Whew. So that was a solid, I don't know how long it's been, like an hour of drawing. So when people say, oh, how long do you draw a day? Well, an hour was fine, but an hour could be long. It could be longer. I could just do a lot, right? So yeah, if you guys have any questions, you can ask me right now. I can answer some things. It's good to take a break, stretch a little bit, you know. You can see what you did with your drawings. It seems like I'm actually like I said I'd do this in 3 minutes, but it's not. This is the break. A little bit of a break. Stretch, breathe, maybe until the image change. It's fine. This reference, you can get it on Pinterest, you can get it on many image boards, you can just Google and try to find those. This is for female anatomy for artists, so that's a website. I found this on DeviantArt. I had this already in my computer, so I just add it there. If we go to, this is my iPad, so sometimes I have done figure like this. This is like figure painting. I'm painting the figure. And these are more challenging because you have to paint on the spot, right? Gotta paint on the spot. But these are other examples of like live drawing. These are like 1 minute, something like that. No, these are not 1 minute. I actually don't know how long it was this, to be honest. They were pretty fast, you know? And this is when I'm in the zone. I'm not talking to anybody. I'm just drawing and just drawing, like not talking to anybody or doing the live stream, right? So my mind will be more focused when I will get in the zone, and then it will be like easier for like a whole session, right? So that's like one. I have done other live drawings. This is like another live drawing that I did. No, this is like a live drawing. Actually, cannot remember if it was like a live drawing or not. But yeah. Somebody asked a tip for drawing faces. Let me see. In the super chat. Well, first, thank you for the super chat. I think these are the ones that are really like short, like 1 minute. Like, gotta draw all of that in 1 minute there. Like this one, not enough time to draw everything, so I think about the silhouette instead of constructing. So very simple. Sometimes not enough time, so I just draw. These are my faces that I draw when I don't have enough time. Right? So I use my iPad for some live drawings for sure. I think these are all the ones that are live drawing, but not enough time at all. Like not enough time to complete any of these. But they're cool. They're cool and they're fun. But probably like 1 minute and a little bit more, right? Clay figures, no. As for the tip of the face, you know, for the tip of the face, I when I'm doing live drawing, I like to do the circle or the egg, and then I like to do the center line, and then probably the line of the eyes and stuff like that. But I like to think about a triangle. So when I want to place the eyes, I think about a triangle. So that will give me, I could just draw quickly, like have that kind of like marks on my drawing, and then I can draw the rest of this of the head. But I think about like a triangle, and that triangle will give me It will save me a lot of time, you know, something I learned through time. I do my triangle. You can even draw it, so one for the eyes and one for the faces. You know, it helps me to place things faster, so that will be a good tip for you. These are professional tips, guys, especially for like live drawing. You don't have enough time, you know, then later you can add whatever, nose and the lips, and you know. So I hope that helps. Okay, so that will be some tips of the face, of the head, and obviously draw the hair, and then you will have a better figure. Oh, the image changed, so I think we should go back and well, I just leave that stuff there. I have so many drawings and sketches everywhere, so let's go back to what we were doing. Build another layer, and this one, instead of like drawing all the everything, I just wanna, you know, focus on the gesture. Look at that curve in the back, look at the head, look at the arms. The arms are like crazy, right? Arms like this. Then the legs, then the other leg. See how I draw a line to connect to the other ankle? That will give me so much information, and we'll get the right proportions. Maybe the knee is lower, the rounded of the muscle of the legs. And then we have some silhouette. The shoulder is on top of her head. Yeah, it's the ears is here, so the hair is moving to this direction, right? You can draw the ball here, so makes sense. What is she doing? The action, and that would be a nice arm to draw for as a study, right? All the forms, the clothing, the gesture is pretty strong. Pretty strong. The gesture is pretty strong with this one. Look at the clothes, like the protective gear. It tells you a lot about the direction of how the form is going. It took me a while to get those tips. And those tips were given to me from a Disney instructor. This Disney instructor gave me some good advice when I took his class. Also shows the shoulder. His name is Mark McDonald. He has a channel here. He hasn't published any videos in years, many years. But yeah, Mark McDonald, he is a great teacher, and he taught a lot of stuff. So you can search his stuff later on YouTube. It's been like the videos are like 9 years old, or 4, 6, 7 years old, and so he told me about how the clothes can help a lot to sell the three-dimensionality of the form, right? And yeah, this is what I like to focus on, right? You can even draw the shoe, just to make the shoe a little bit more, make sure that we have a shoe. Shoes are fun to draw too. Don't forget to do it. Well, this one is repeated, so I'm gonna close this and bring it back again. This one we haven't done. This one is pretty cool. Very sexy. So for this one, I'm gonna think about, standing, constructing the rib cage, thinking about the angle of the torso. Don't draw it like a straight line, and start building on top of this. If you want to have more information on how to build the torso and everything, you can check my channel. I have a lot of videos about it. I have one video that explains how to draw the torso. And this figure, for example, this posing in specific is very good. I will draw this as a reference for my drawings. So if you find some of your like good poses, like save it. You can use it for your own illustrations. You know, maybe not the same character. Maybe you can change it to something else, but this is a great pose. And also don't forget the feet distance. I don't know the name of this model. I wish I knew, but anyway. Right, so we have that nice legs there, the body yori, and then we have the head tilting to one side. See how I worry about the arms later. It's not that important. Think about the negative space here. Think about the other shoulder where it is. Also have tips about how to draw the neck. You can check my website, my YouTube. I have more videos about it. See where the hand is placed and then connect that. Then you can reinforce better probably the figure. And then I like to add a little bit of the clothing so we can see more of the proportions and see more of the design of the, like I said, the contour of the clothes, how it helps, right? If you see the belt, it goes around in this direction. So pay attention to those things. Also the negative space for the hair helps a lot. Face, angle of the face, tilt of the head. Maybe you can add some of that, whatever she's having there, like a crown. Right? The face, the head. Make sure the neck is on place. Like right now, for myself, I'm already warm up. I'm pretty warm up compared to like how I started or how we started. So I warm up, and the rest of the drawings are fun for me. Just become more fun, right? The beginning is always that struggle, like even when you wake up, right? It's like waking up in the morning. It's like, oh man, when I wake up in the morning, like, oh, get up on the bed. When will you get up? You get your coffee, and then you get your day started. Like after a couple hours, you're already like pretty active doing your things, if you slept well. Right? Don't forget some parts of the clothes. So this kind of sexy clothes are fun because it tells you a lot of the direction of the limbs and of the arms and everything. See how I don't get into small details, but yeah, sometimes you can put like some stars here, start like dressing up a little bit the character. Again, like I said before in the break, we can draw the triangle for the eyes and the mouth, right? And then we can draw the hair. It's hard to see on the video, but on the image, but I mean, you can also try some from your imagination. That will help too, right? Sometimes you have to complete things that from what you know, right? So let's look at the jaw. Look where the eyes. Maybe I need to do more tilt of the face, right? Or the head. Needs more tilt, right? But again, I wouldn't worry too much about all of that. It's too much to fix and make it right. So I like to make myself get away from that and zoom out, and then focus on other areas that need attention. I don't want to like focus too much on one area. And well, the drawing is done. She's gone, but we got the information, right? We got the information that we need for this drawing. And that's the thing, like 5 minutes, how much you can do in 5 minutes, right? And probably my drawings will be faster again if I was not like talking or like on a live stream. It's a lot of like things to share at the same time, right? That's good. That's good. That's fun to do. The fun drawing, and that's all we can always use and reuse this or change it or fix it. So it's always great to see how the drawings like start developing, right? And this drawing, we already did this, but you know, let's draw it again. I think I feel more warm up right now. Again, I like the shape of the rib cage. It goes down to the pelvis, then to the legs. Maybe I don't need to draw the whole thing. You know, we can focus on the fun parts. Or maybe I'll do, I don't know. So the more if we know construction, sometimes also, if we practice construction plenty, it will be easier for us to draw behind the arm. Like that, the arm that is there is in front of everything. So it's hard to figure out what's going on with the rest of the anatomy and all that. So if you have that, right? If you have that information there, will be good. Right? So don't be afraid to repeat your drawings, to repeat the poses. Like I said before, if you repeat it a couple of times, probably not straight after the other one, you'll find out that, well, you already kind of analyzed this pose, right? You already analyzed it a little bit. So when you draw it the second time, it'll be easy, right? It's like driving. It's like driving in a video game, right? You're driving in a video game, or in real life, you're driving, and you're like realize like, oh, this is the first run drawing, everything is new. And the second time it's like, oh, I didn't see this. Or the third time, oh, I didn't see any of this stuff. Oh, I didn't know that was there. Because you already, all the information is getting through you. And then you can focus on other things. Or maybe you see more, like when people see movies for the second time, right? So it's the same thing. So if you see a movie, the first one, and I really like it, maybe I want to watch it again. There's more things that I might missed. So the same goes for drawing. Same goes for like drawing. Same goes for like, for that. So not because you did it once, that should be enough. Draw that stuff again. Draw it again. And maybe, you know, not as soon as you finish, just take some time, and then when you come back, you will think like, oh, actually, I'm drawing this better, or maybe I'm looking at other things that I didn't see before, you know. So, 頑張ってください、皆さん。頑張ってください。You know, we can go a little bit closer and start like drawing more things here for fun. Adding more details, more specifics. You know, maybe I can see more of the reference and start like informing myself of more of the on the reference than on my own style or whatever I'm seeing. And her face looks kind of ugly because I draw her lips are too high, but that's because it's the underdrawing, right? Oh, she's laughing. Again, I wouldn't spend like too much crazy time here, you know. It's not the point, because I know the image is gonna change soon anyway, right? There you go. It changed. It's fine. We try it again. Maybe I didn't like what I did. Maybe I just go back. Right, we go back to what we had. It's okay. There you go. It's fine. Not a big deal, right? We make mistakes, or I wouldn't call it mistakes. We just draw. If it doesn't come well, we just move on to the next one. This one is kind of similar to this, but this person is standing. For people who wants to ask like some questions like directly or want to have like priority, just feel free to drop a super chat, and I'll pay more attention to those questions in specific. I know you guys are asking a bunch of questions, and I cannot do that at the same time. So if you have a question, you wanna like make me like pay more attention to it, I probably will like a super chat will help. No, taking the time to do this for you guys, so it will be appreciated, and I will probably focus on that, answering that. I'll try to read the questions as well, but as I said, I'm trying to guide you as I draw this, right? Try to give you some guidance as we draw. And you know, the more I draw, the more we draw together, we can see how our lines get more loose. We are not so worried, or we're getting a better coordination between our hand and our drawing, and our lines are getting better, right? I mean, I hope that's happening for you guys as well. You know, lines gets better, and then we go, right? Because this drawing also could be like Chun-Li or something like that, right? This could be Chun-Li or any other character. It could be like Kami from Street Fighter, right? Like warming up, about to go out, do some exercise, right? Don't forget to look at the silhouette, right? Where is this butt here? This butt is too big. So let's look at the silhouette of the pose, and then we can fix. We see a lot of the bottom of the shoe. See a lot of that. So that's some subtle perspective things that we have to work as well. No, I don't have the screen on the same. I'm drawing in the iPad, and what I'm seeing right now are the image is the file or the video file I'm sending to you guys. So I'm looking at the reference, but on my screen, not on the iPad. This is the iPad. This is my iPad, so I don't see the other. I don't have the reference. You can do that. You can bring reference to your iPad and have it open at the same time. But in this case, I have to see what you guys are looking at, right? It'll be too complicated to do that. But don't forget the clothes. It helps to inform our drawing of more three-dimensionality, more three-dimensional. Yeah, feeling loose now, right? You feel like you're getting like, you know, maybe not the amazing drawings, but it's okay. You feel loose. That's like warming up. Like I feel like I'm warm up. They probably later I won't even need to do more construction, but I'm gonna see that I can start like getting some. I can create the shoes on my own. I don't need to see the reference, you know. Or maybe you can look at the reference too. Maybe some more muscles here. She has a nice everything. But yeah, we can make those maybe more muscles. We have Yeto-kun on the stream. Hello, Yet. Yeah, I'm giving a class here, my friend. So yeah, well, we have the same guy again. Let's see if we can get a different picture, because we already did this, right? So close this, and we can see how many we have done so far, eh? Like, we don't realize it, but then after a while you're like, oh, I did all these drawings. And let's take this one, make it smaller in a corner. I don't care too much about this drawing anyway. So let's turn this off and on and on. This one is sexy, so let's do this one. It's an easy one. Again, I'll probably will look at the head. I look at the head first, and then the hair going down. So that will be the first thing I see here is that. As an artist, this is the first thing I will see as an artist. It will be that kind of like the head, the tilt of the head. Tells a lot. And then the rest, you know, start drawing the body, like the shoulders, like draw the torso. This is more intense, like the torso is actually going boom, like this. It's a little bit exaggerated, like she's actually making that more like in purpose, right? She's making that on purpose to show more of the curves, right? Then we have all this stuff. I think the interesting part is just to have the neck and the jaw, like the jaw is that way. The ear, guys, look at the ear, where the ear is placed. Something very important is to see where that ear is. The shoulder, make sure that the rib cage is there. This is like, the back is a little bit like straight, right? It's straight, and this is more curve, straight curve. The breast here, she's doing something. I don't know what she's doing. I'm an innocent boy. And then look where things are like placed, right? Like the shape of it. Look at the silhouette too. Don't neglect the silhouette. See that edge, that turn on the elbow. Then we can do the other arm. Sometimes it's good to draw a little bit of under drawing to see where is that the shoulder is, right? And even you can draw a little bit where the wrist is gonna be, and then you connect the rest. Same with the eyes. I think about, like, this is a very difficult head to draw right now, actually. If I'm honest with you guys, it's kind of difficult because of the angle. It's not very common. We don't draw that all the time. So we can, again, support ourselves, figure out this puzzle by using silhouette. Think about the silhouette, and that will help us to figure out this. Sometimes I do a lot of drawing, a lot of lines. Sometimes you can cheat. I wouldn't call it cheat, to be honest. Just rotating the drawing, and then you can draw the face, the structure, right? Because this will be a more natural way of drawing the face for us. If we do that drawing from just by looking at the photo, it's gonna be hard, but I'll try to create a face, the triangle here. Don't forget the mouth, the eyes. Let's make sure we also give some shape to this, the jaw. Just make sure that everything is in the right place. Then you can always go back and draw again, and then fix it and whatever, right? If we turn it like this way, we're gonna have a face there. Again, this is not easy. This head drawing is not easy. It's not easy. Make sure the neck is there. Things are hiding. The clothes also is wrapping around. So this one might be a little bit of a challenge, but again, I like to play a little bit more with the change personally. So I want to like add some more like flow, maybe some more curve here, maybe some more curve here too, right? Maybe the head, and yeah, like probably the face is too big. We can start like playing a little bit with that, right? We can also lower the opacity plenty, create a new layer, and then we can draw, right? We can draw on top of that. Hopefully I will have enough time to draw the rest of this. I think the image will not change pretty soon. And that happens when you have like 5 minutes, right? Like I probably wouldn't have enough time in 5 minutes to add all of this stuff like as I'm doing right now. Like, but probably I will have the time, but you want to get the drawing as complete as you can. You know, maybe draw the silhouette. Well, you see, it's gone. It's gone. I can actually draw this on my own if I want to, right? And I could come back later on and do it. But we have Chun-Li. You guys can do this one while I take a little bit of break as I listen to read your comments. So it's good to drink some water because I'm human. I'm human, guys. I'm a human. So some water. It's good. Stretch a little bit. Right? Even though I'm drawing and, you know, moving, stretching a little bit. And this pose is pretty cool for like kind of like a Roger Rabbit, right? So that's when the ideas start coming, like, oh, maybe like Jessica Rabbit, right? Would be a nice, like a nice use for this pose, right? So you start thinking about the possibilities of what you just did. Right, and well, like here, like for the face, I can just draw my typical kind of faces, what I do like to do, like smiling, right? Think about the eye socket, think about the nose, lips. The hair, right? You can play with some design. Maybe it looks like a Pokemon girl, like the Jessie from Pokemon. Maybe like an earring. We can start having fun with our drawings too, right? Maybe you can like get that nose smaller, right? More like anime-esque style. Really define the jaw, neck, right? Well, this is just relaxing. This is not like, oh, I'm doing this for like for a final drawing or anything. It could become something the more we have fun with this, right? Yes, I speak Spanish. Hablo también en español. Me pueden seguir en Instagram, en many places. I also have my shop, I have my store, you can follow me on Twitter, you can follow me in all the social medias that I have, but you can also subscribe here. And I will appreciate it. I will appreciate it if you guys subscribe here to my channel. And yes, let's bring back the older drawing, and the older drawing is so messy, so I don't want that drawing in my iPad, so goodbye. Oh, I deleted the other one. So we have the other one there. It's okay. It's not like it's not a big deal. It's part of the process. So I wouldn't worry too much about that. And as for this one of Chun-Li, I'm gonna break down the gesture. Merge down. And breaking down the gesture is I guess the goal. Again, you gotta have a goal of breaking down that center line from her torso. Go rib cage, pelvis, feet, leg where she's standing on. Just make sure that the gesture of that leg is there. The other leg kicking. Make sure you have the shoe. Make sure the arm is going behind the leg. Make sure you have the other hand also overlapping the arm. And then the head. You can draw the neck. And boom, make some bones there for her. Maybe some lines. But this is what we need to have, the information we need to have. And the rest is just adding all the other stuff, right? But the more we practice these simple drawings, the more we practice these gestures, the more we get this down and we get comfortable doing this, our drawing is gonna get way better, dude. Way better, way better. Okay. Oh, I forgot I added this one. I was not gonna do add it, but well, why not? Let's sing some karaoke with some idols here. But you know, breaking down the figure to like at this level, like the one I did from Chun-Li, is a good. This is the where you get the information, you get the gesture, you get the pose, and you can push it a little bit more, right? And this one is fun too. Maybe it might be a little bit hard to see, but again, rib cage. Think about torso. Think about the legs, torso, legs. The angle of this. Forget her hand, cute hand there. Look at the microphone, the hand, the direction of the arm, and then the forearm. Oji-chan, I know Oji-chan, man. I'm just a connoisseur, a man of culture, they say, right? So we have the hat. Hat is easy to add than the rest, than the hair and everything, because we don't see that information. Maybe a little bit of the breast here. We can add some information for her clothes, right? Some information here. It's about adding those little things on the clothes. The ribbon here is also helps. The skirt, right? Don't forget to draw the leg that is in the back. It's gonna go down here. Then you're gonna have a more. The drawing is gonna make sense because the weight is on this feet, right? So make sure to draw and practice your high heels or boots. Get the right shape. Right? Then we got the other leg. Yeah, so I guess this is the breakdown of her pose, right? Then we can go for like a more, you know, do the whole silhouette. And we can push the silhouette, maybe like the skirt goes a little bit further. Maybe the legs goes like this. Maybe we can shape better the abs. Or at least make it a little bit more. Yeah, yes. Shape a little bit better. Yeah, the distance from the ribcage and the pelvis, it matters because it's kind of close. Sometimes I forget that is actually closer. So that's another measurement that I have keep in my mind when I'm drawing. Right? And look at the socks that she's using. Like all the lines goes around, like conforming to the form of her legs, right? Yeah, practice is it can be exhausting, man. Yeah, but this is also fun. You see, I'm changing the head. It shouldn't be like that. It should be the other way. But I feel like sometimes you want to like change a few things. Her head is just like, could be more like looking to the side. Or, that's when you can add some of your personal touch and to make it more like she's singing. You know, not all these poses are like have the best solution. sometimes you have to change things. Right? Yeah, the stream is gonna be archived, so you guys can come back here and actually practice again and again. So, and see whatever I said and learn from this free class. It's a free class, guys. It's a lot of knowledge. Putting my knowledge out there, guys, so you can improve your art and be better, be best. So if our drawings are looking like this, is good. We're not looking for the perfect drawing. We're like trying to get the information from what we see. And if I mean these minutes, many minutes we have done so far. Let's see if I have another drawing that I wanna like draw. We already did this. This one is fine. This one we did already. This one is cool, kind of complicated. This one was fine. This one is good. This one is fun. Another standing one. Yeah, let's do it right now. It's a different pose though, even though it's the same standing, right? Think about the curvature of the torso. Forget about that. Gesture of the torso. And then the legs shooting down for it to be stable, right? One of those legs going down like this. Then we have the arm. Tilt, shoulder tilt, head of the arm. So basically this is what we want from this pose. This is information, and then we can start making it a little bit thicker and start adding more three-dimensionality to our limbs, to our legs, maybe a little bit longer. Check the knees are on the right spot. Mark the knees. Go down all the way down here. Ankles. Legs. Face. Ear. Find the ear. Always important. Find that ear. And then the hair. And then the negative space here, and then the breast. Look how the bikini top part wraps around the torso, right? We need to look at those things. Okay. Also how the belts, how everything is just conforming to this. But we cannot do the belts before. We cannot do the belts first and then do the leg. No. You do the form, and then on top of that you put the elements. Okay. And then the socks, things, get them shoes. This is shape. Notice that probably the other shoe is gonna be a little bit higher. So right? Cool. So the legs are there. The information that we need is there. Can move this a little bit up. So this is the page that we have so far, and yeah, this is what I call practicing, man. I'm practicing with you guys and teaching you at the same time. Practicing is always good. I will do this on my own anyway. And this could be like Asuka from Evangelion, right? Be like Bakachinji, Bakachinji. We wanna like erase a little bit that center line, make it right. These are the ones that I have that I save for this string in specific. But if you want to do this on your own time, I guess you have to look at the video and then get the image there. I could compile some of these and put it somewhere, but right now I can think about that later. But you guys can check it up here. I can think about adding the images somewhere so you guys can download it and practice from those. But you can also find them on Pinterest as well. Maybe I'll make a board on Pinterest and then direct you guys. Please keep in mind that this is the first time I do this live here, teaching how to do this like dive drawing session. So there are things that I need to prepare and get ready. Okay. And yeah, as we keep going into the night, I think we have done so far 2 hours. It's a good amount of time so far yet, and probably gonna do like a couple more, and we're gonna take some questions, and it's gonna be the end of the night. I don't want to make the video extra super mega long. I could make new videos later on. But yeah, I think this is a good amount for like warming up. Saying for this drawing in specific, yeah, there's a lot of information on this video for sure. So make sure to watch this again a couple of times to get the good stuff. Okay, there's a curve. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Please subscribe to the channel. Share the channel to your friends. That'll make me happy. That will help my channel to grow, because I want my channel to grow, to get more people here, to draw, to spend time with me as I sketch and I do these lives and teaching and hangouts and all that stuff. So if you can and share the love, I will appreciate it. I will appreciate it a lot. That will be the way of returning some of this knowledge, right? The hair always like sells a lot the feeling that she's like in the air. So don't forget the hair as an indication for movement, an indication for form. Sorry, for movement. For some reason, when these dynamic poses happen, the arm that is going away, it just occupies such a little space in the whole drawing, but it sells the whole feeling of that foreshortening, right? It's really small. It's just tiny space, but it sells it, and it's hard to come with those kind of like foreshortenings from your mind, on your own. Yes, like thank you, Yeti, for answering the questions. Right? So yeah, for all this stuff you have to study anatomy, form. There's a lot of things you have to study for this. So there's like a gesture anatomy, rhythm, form, volumes, and a lot of things there. So every time you do these sessions of live drawing, focus on something in specific. Maybe you just want to understand the anatomy of the shoulder. Maybe I want to study something specific. Maybe I just want to study gestures. So let's put it here. Like, let's go for something like, what are you gonna study? You need to know some gesture. You need to have some construction, and then you need to have like form, and then anatomy, right? And then later you can go with shading, no? I would call it shading, I would say rendering. You can go for rendering, or I will add, actually rendering is for later. You know, you can add like details. Maybe before details, you also like, well, gesture is included in motion, so sorry, motion is included in gesture. So, and I have low battery remaining, so that means I have to end up soon this stream, right? So form, construction, anatomy, you can have some details, and then rendering. But you need to like practice these things consistently, like the circle of life, right? But the stronger you are with gesture, and the stronger your work construction and structure and form, the stronger you're gonna be. Your anatomy is gonna be better, and then the rest is gonna be like easy, because it's just like rendering and making it like beautiful. But the gesture and construction and form and everything is solid, you're gonna have a really strong drawing set of skills. But this stuff takes time, dedication, and yeah, a lot. Man, this is Bilpu. You know Bilpu? Actually, I have this iPad because Bilpu, I was sitting in a coffee shop drawing on my iPad, had a smaller one, and he just sit down next to me. I didn't know exactly. I was like, oh, this guy is Bilpu? Yeah, he was there. And he was like, oh, you're drawing in iPad? Yeah, I'm drawing. Oh, this is new thing for me. Oh, yeah, it's new for me too. Like, but I'm using this big one because I really like all this stuff. And like, I was like, yeah. Like, he was showing me all his drawings and showing me all the stuff that he had on his iPad. And he was so nice, such a nice person. And I told him, yeah, of course I know who you are, man. You know? So because of him, I was like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna get the bigger iPad too. Yeah, there's other things, like maybe I'm missing something. I'm missing something. I think like about arcs, construct and action lines. Yeah, that's also gesture. That will be more form, right? Form and all the stuff that is for animation, which is like straight lines versus curves, and all that stuff for that people use for animation, right? Straight lines versus curves, and all that simplification that goes there, like. Yeah, action lines, you know, it's like gesture too, right? Yeah, all that stuff. No, you have like I studied some of animation as well, because animation actually really gives a lot of life to use a lot of life to your drawing if you have that. So yeah. Somebody asked, what is the difference between construction and form? Construction is all the steps that you take to figure it out that everything is constructed and placed in the right spot. You know, you're making sure that the proportions are placed there, maybe a simplification of the rib cage, and this is you're constructing, and they're more complicated. This is a very basic one, but then you have more constructions where you divide the forms and you find the pectoral muscles, and then you simplify the shape of the rib cage, and all of this is construction. You're constructing in this, and form is the three-dimensional aspect of it. Like if you draw like a shoe, right? You have a shoe, but the shoe it has a form. It has three-dimensionality. It feels three-dimensional, right? It has form, and the form is following properly the shapes of objects and all this stuff. You know, and you can also indicate forms not with only with lines, but with light. You know, with some shading. Sorry, rendering. You can suggest the form of an object. So you're rendering, and you're also giving form to what you're drawing. So that makes your drawings feel solid and cool. So yeah, I guess this is a good way of like completing this. I know Cynics. I'm gonna bring Cynics in the future. I know Cynics as a friend personally, so I'm gonna bring some artist friend like Yeti show is gonna be probably soon here, and also Cynics. I'm gonna ask him if he wants to like join us here on my channel. He has his own channel, but as a guest, so we can talk about more informative stuff. Maybe I bring also Ahmed Aldori, bring him to my channel, so we can have some fun talking about drawing and maybe teaching a little bit of things and blah 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 blah. So yeah, I know them both personally, both Cynics and Ahmed. Well, we went together to Japan, and Jerry, and all the friends that I have that are also artists that I could bring here, and then we can have fun. So right now I'm already warm up. I'm ready to do whatever things I'm gonna do. Probably wouldn't take me like 2 hours, but I don't mind, to be honest. Spend like all that amount of time just doing this because I have fun. And it's helped me to improve. Probably I could like practice something that I'm missing, something I need to work more on, and that will be more of a challenge where I need to focus. But after doing all these drawings, I feel like I'm ready to go. I'm ready to do other things. Maybe I could like have a session of just drawing the faces. That's something that we could do in the future. So a lot of things coming. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, to join, to be part of it. Follow me on social media and all that stuff. And also have Twitch for those who wants to having a more chill drawing session. Make sure to to go to Twitch, to go to all these places, to have fun. And I'm gonna show a little bit of what we did today, and you will see that we started with some more, some drawings are like really rough. That's the beginning. Then when we went to a second one, still some drawings were not that great. So that's the point, no? You see it when you look back at it, you're like, well, I was really rough, right? At the time, I was not warm up. But it start building up, right? Starts building up. I don't know what about this one. I didn't finish this one. I don't even remember how it was supposed to look like. Oh yeah, like this. Yeah, we didn't even finish this one, right? So it's okay. And then we did another one with the gesture there. I can see where things are like stiff and or could have been improved, And then we went again, and then we did like this buff dude, right? And then we did 5% the battery, so probably ought to go. And then here I was like, okay, I'm feeling the lines, I'm feeling more warm up. And then we start doing this, and it's the same. Warm up. These are the final ones, and explaining things. Here I think is when I was like, okay, I feel like I'm having fun with my lines. And yeah, more figures and stuff like that. So guys, feel free to keep practicing this stuff. Make sure you can come back to the video. You can have a look at it again, and we can have another session again like this in the future. Oops, no, this face appeared there, and you can find that face everywhere on Pinterest. Yeah, also perspective is important. There's a lot of elements here, and like probably I couldn't cover all the things that you need to do, right? There's a lot of things to cover, and next time probably make a list about that. But yeah, guys. Yeah, he puts a box, and I think about the box as well when I'm drawing my things. Okay. So yeah. So yeah. Well, thank you guys. Thank you for coming today. It was a nice stream, 2 hours. I don't want to make it too long, but it's a good session. It's a good session for all of us. It's a good solid amount of time, 2 hours, and we had a lot of fun. And we had some warm up done. And this is supposed to be me, maybe. I need more hair though. Big nose. And I don't have this long hair, but I'll pretend I have long hair like this. Cute. All right. So thank you guys. Thank you guys. I'll see you next time. Okay, so take care, and don't forget to again check the channel, subscribe to the channel, we'll do all that stuff. And I have new drops on my shop, okay, stickers and a lot of material. So have fun, guys, have fun, and keep practicing and keep drawing and keep kicking ass, and let's kick ass together, and we're gonna grow together as a big family. Okay, so yare, bye, take care, see you next time, bye.